Hello everyone, it's Tilly from Tilly Jones and welcome back to my channel and to another Plan With Me video. I am back with my first non-Disney spread for a little while, but I was still in America for most of this week. I am using Trynka-Das wedding this week, which is an exclusive kit made for people that were going to my wedding. The art is by Rhymer Plans and the kit was made by Plannerface, although Colourful & Co did also make a version of this kit, which I'm bringing in bits of as well, because there was a special kit that was just me, Beth of Colourful & Co and Rhymer had, and then Plannerface Anna made a kit for attendees as well from the same art. Words. Anyway, this is the week I travelled home from the States. The reason I used this spread this week was the following week we were going to London for one of my bestie's 30th birthdays, so I wanted to use something for that. So I used our wedding anniversary kit before our wedding anniversary. Our anniversary is the 11th of June, which was obviously the Tuesday of the following week. What is going on in this spread? Foil wise, I used a Plannerface foil bundle. I do PR for Plannerface, so you can use Tilly to save 10% at Plannerface. Fully recommend her stickers. I do get a discount for promoting for her, but I was promoting for her before I was PRing. So yeah, absolutely love her kits and stuff. You can see that if you watch my videos. I use her kits all of the time. In fact, the next 3 spreads at least are all Plannerface kits that you're going to see. The book I read this week was The Woman Inside, which is an Anne Lou Weatherly book. It is a Detective Dan Riley mystery. It's the 4th book, I want to say. And essentially there is a serial killer and serial killer, and they, that's the word I'm looking for. I can't actually remember whether the serial killer is male or female in the end, but they attack a woman and she isn't murdered unlike the previous victims, and then she doesn't remember the night. All she knows is that she is lying to the police because she remembers that morning being with her ex-boyfriend, but her ex-boyfriend is now seeing somebody new, and yeah, it's very twisty and turny. To be honest, it's mostly not about the who, it's the why. I think a lot of reviewers agree that you kind of worked out the who not very long through the story, but the why was the really interesting part of this book. And yeah, it was really, really excellent. Really loved it. Yeah, just honestly, fully would recommend any of the Detective Dan Riley books. I've read several of them. I think she writes like a nice mix between thriller and mystery books, and they're enjoyable to me, so I'm going to keep reading them. I listen to them primarily on audio book on Audible, so yeah, that's kind of it for my stuff, I think. What else have I got to talk about this week? Foil bundle by Plannerface is the Hearts foil bundle in silver foil. Then underlay wise, I am using the Doodle Hearts from my shop and overlaying those with the silver from the foil bundle. Oh, big yawn coming up. Lots of people had out their yawns. I like to be real and with it. I also will not pause my video if unless somebody comes to my door and requires me to answer it. And I have a doorbell that makes noise at me. So, not what doorbells today makes noise at you. It'd be a bit weird if your doorbell didn't make noise at you, wouldn't it? This week I put 3 boxes in my sidebar basically because I didn't have anything else to mark other than that it was home time and was listening to The Woman Inside. From next week I will pick up my reading a bit better and there will be more than one book in the sidebar generally. Anything else I have to say? This video seems properly like the base takes me forever, and I don't really know why, because it's quite a simple base, and then like the day by day is just like down in a second. Don't really get it. There are 3 extenders. There is one on Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday. We flew home on the Tuesday and landed back in the UK on the Wednesday. Then Thursday and Friday I was at work, so why work was that day was so full on, I don't really know. But yeah, so there's that. Was a good week all in all. Yeah. Don't know what I'm what am I thinking? What am I thinking? Yeah, I don't know. I'm really confused. Anyway, I just got distracted by something in my own head, I think. Let's get on to the day by day. I may have to like blabber about stuff a little bit because I don't know what else to say. I mean, you're going to get life updates as we get closer to current time. I will have caught up with videos. I think it's not actually till December I will be like where I'd like to be, but I'm not. We're going to put up more than 2 videos a week, and every other week I want to put up a non-plan with me video. So I'm sorry if you don't like me being so behind, but I will gradually catch up, sort of one week every fortnight, and that is just how it's going to go for now. I think that's the best thing, and that's what works for me and my brain and my life, and that is the most important thing. Like, I put out these videos because I want to share my spreads and stuff, and I love sharing my spreads and I want other people to see them, but I primarily do it because I love doing them, and I have to do that in a way that works for my life, and the way that works for my life is putting up one video every twice a week, and a Monday and a Friday. So there's that. I am actually trying to get a little bit ahead with videos going forward because life is going to get a bit busier, but who knows. I always say this and then end up like on a Monday recording that day's voiceover, which is what I've already done today, but now I am recording the next 2 voiceovers, so I will be at like a week ahead, but I give that like 3 days. I reckon by the end of this weekend I will be behind again. But oh well, and just putting the deco and hole protectors down, and then I will be very shortly on to the boxes. I don't know why there's so much left at 5 times speed, to be honest. I don't know what else I can have to put on this spread, but apparently there is a good chunk of video left at that speed. But oh well, I'm going to stop blabbering and get into the day by day. I am colour blocking. I always colour block. It will be a news when I stop colour blocking, won't it, really? So on the Monday, we started the day by going to the Disney outlet at Vineyard Outlets, which is a really excellent like Disney outlet store, and we quite often pick up lots of bits and pieces there, so we went there. We then had a little look around the rest of the outlet mall. We went to Converse and Nike or Nike, depending who you are, and a few other places like that, and picked up a few bits and pieces. Then went to TJ Maxx and Ross, which are like discount stores. They're kind of like TK Maxx. TJ Maxx is owned by the same people as TK Maxx, and we bought a new suitcase because between me and my parents, we'd bought enough that we needed another suitcase of stuff, so we took a load of stuff home for them, and yeah. Then we met my dad. My dad hadn't come shopping with us. It was just me, my husband and my mama, and we went to a Waffle House. It was really disappointing. They didn't have that many different waffles. It was mostly a breakfast place. I was like, why can this place call itself a Waffle House? They have no options for waffles. Was not impressed. Then we went back to the house. We had a swim and went in the hot tub and stuff, which was a lot of fun. And then we played some games. So we played Rummy Cub, which is like a rummy game, but you are using like counters. It's a really excellent game, and the travel version is pretty much identical to the real version, and I'd highly recommend getting the travel version, even if you just use the travel version, because it's nice and compact and it travels well and it works well. So yeah, we played that, and then we played Rummy 500, which is a card game variety of Rummy. Again, it's one of my favourite varieties of Rummy. I think it might be my favourite variety of Rummy, so yeah, check that out if you like card games. Essentially you play your like sets face up in front of you, and then you can play it on other people's sets. It's pretty good. Then moving on to Tuesday, this was our last day in America, much sad. So we had a bit of a lie-in, try and like not be quite as exhausted because we had a red-eye flight. So yeah, slept in, and then we went to IHOP, which is International House of Pancakes, which had better waffle options than the Waffle House. Like, I'm sorry, please explain that to me. But yes, I really enjoyed IHOP. It was 10 out of 10 after my disappointing Waffle House experience the day before. I had such high hopes for Waffle House, but I also love pancakes as well, so like IHOP was never going to be bad, but they had better waffle options than Waffle House. It didn't make any sense to me. But I shared waffles and pancakes with my husband because I wanted both. We then went back to the house and just had a chill. We went for a swim and had some time in the hot tub, just like enjoying that last holiday, moments of holiday before we had to go to the airport. And we also played some more Rumney Cub. It is a good family game and me and my family really like to play it, so we did. And then, yeah, we had to go and return our car and then head off to the airport. My little video clip has paused itself, but like it says it's still running, so I'm sure it'll catch up itself in a minute. So yeah, we went and dropped the car off, and then there was nobody to like give the keys back to you, so you just kind of dropped them and then like just went and asked for a lift to the airport. It was very strange. They were like affiliated with a car parking place that like, it was called Gold or something, that worked with the bus was part of like the car parking experience there, so it was like place to park while you went from the airport sort of thing. It was very strange. We have a credit card that allows us to go into airport lounges, so we went to the airport lounge and had a nice chill there. It wasn't the best airport lounge, it was fine, but there was nothing like particularly remarkable, like it was just fine, you know. Oh yeah, I don't really have a lot to say about it. But yeah, then we got our flight home. I did some reading / audiobooking on the flight. Did some crochet. Was quite obsessed at this point in time. Sorry, big yawn. Sorry about that. I was quite obsessed at this point in time with a game called Cryptogams on my phone, which is basically, it's a sort of puzzle where a number is a word and you have to work out what numbers are what letters. It's quite a good game, I quite enjoy it, so I played that on the plane and then tried to sleep, but absolutely could not sleep. It was really rough. It wasn't not a good journey for that. I slept really badly. So that's kind of Tuesday, and then we move on to Wednesday, which is the day we landed back in the UK. So yeah, obviously the first thing I marked was that I was absolutely exhausted, as I've said, slept really badly on the flight, and landed in Manchester, which is where we flew into, and we parked our car at my brother-in-law's house, and then we get the tram to his house because it's really convenient, so that's really helpful. So we did that, and then on the way back home we collected my new guillotine from Becca of Becca Holland's Art. She was selling hers and it was better than the one I used to have, so I picked that up and I'm so glad I got that. It is such an upgrade and I am obsessed with it. Really happy with that. Then got home to my babies, my baby cats, and gave them so many cuddles. Honestly, I missed them so much. That's the worst part about going away for me, is missing my babies, my baby cats. Then has a nap because, as I say, we were absolutely exhausted and there was no way we were going to get through to bedtime. Probably a bad plan to nap because America is behind us, so we were going to have to go to bed super early, but it was fine. We needed the nap. Then I just marked that I was in my feelings. I think I was tired and grumpy and sad to be home, but also excited to see my babies, and it was just, yeah, one of those things. I'm the kind of person that if I don't unpack on the day I get home, I will not unpack for about 6 to 8 weeks. Like, there's no in between. It's either the day I get home or never. So we unpacked straight away that day, which is hard work. It's hard work unpacking, but it is what it is. So yeah, did some unpacking, and then we decided to watch the Guardians of the Galaxy film, and we watched the first half of it because I hadn't seen it before and we loved the ride while we were in the States, so yeah, wanted to watch that, and then just marked that we were absolutely exhausted and went to bed early, pretty much. Life is fun like that. On to Thursday we were back at work. Yes, we did go back to work within 24 hours of landing. It's fun. I would always rather maximise my time abroad and to do that than like have a couple of days to acclimatise. It's just how I work. So bless him, went to the wrong shift. He thought he started at 8. He didn't. He started at 12 and was doing a 12-8, bless him. So he had to go home and have a rest before he went back to work. So after work I went for a walk to get my steps in, and then had a bit of a nap. I think this was an accidental sofa nap, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Then I played some more Cryptograms, which was that puzzle I was talking about the other day on my phone, and we watched the second half of the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. And of course, because I'd fallen asleep on the sofa and felt absolutely exhausted when I got into bed, guess what? I couldn't sleep. Ugh, jet lag is honestly the worst. It's so rough. Anyhow, moving on to... What am I saying? Moving on to Friday. I was at work again. It was a super busy shift. I don't know why it was so busy. I haven't actually marked that in. I've just marked that it was really busy, and that I was feeling proper dissociated, which means I was struggling to focus and couldn't like do anything, which is never a good way to live your life. And then was watching Once Upon a Time, which we decided to rewatch because I was not feeling great at this point. I mean, I'm still not 100% feeling great, but yeah. So wanted to watch something that I knew, and we were feeling the Disney, so we went with Once Upon a Time. It was good. I'm really enjoying it. We're still watching it in mid-August. Then went for a walk to get my steps in, and we got takeaway. Haven't marked what sort of takeaway. Suspect Jack's, but I honestly don't remember which is a Chinese takeaway. But I haven't marked it in, and so I don't remember. Who knows? Put on my nails to, you know, live out the weekend with my fake nail life, because that is how I like to live my life. And then this day I did defo fall asleep on the sofa. And then when we went upstairs, we had some sexy time. So yeah, that's that. Moving on to Saturday, and I might actually run out of things to talk about before this weekend, which is incredible. I've not done that in a long time, though. I did again start talking during the base of this video, but I feel like I'm a lot more waffly since I came back from holiday. I don't really know why. I like to explain things a bit better, and I think that's good for you and for me, because like in the future I might want to watch these videos as like memories. So yeah, I really apologise for my camera kicking off and telling me someone's on the driveway. I really need to start pausing it when I come to record a voiceover, because it annoys me. I don't know who's on our driveway because I can't look right now because my phone's in the other room. But anyway, on to Saturday. I had a very lazy morning and was just super sleepy and had snuggles and was really tired. We actually got up, had a cup of tea and some snuggles on the sofa, but then we were so tired that we went back and had a nap, because sleep jet lag is the worst. Like honestly, I don't know how people do it regularly. I know I used to do night shifts and I know I used to be better at this, but like having done like a year without night shifts, I'm now terrible at jet lag. What happened? But yeah, it's like 18 months since the last night shift, to be fair. Then I marked in planner time, did some planning, and just did some general life catching up stuff, like in my journal and stuff like that. We watched some Once Upon a Time, and I started to pull stickers. There's a lot of pull stickers in the next few weeks because I was catching up on, you know, all of the spreads that I had missed, etc, and they were full on spreads to pull stickers for, because Disney weeks are full on. And then again, I've just marked some sexy time with my husband with those gorgeous orange pants. Put an aubergine emoji down below if you understand the pants. If you've been watching this channel long enough, know what I mean by pants. The pants story. If you want to hear the story, pop, I don't know, think of an emoji. Somebody think of an emoji. A peach in the comments down below if you want to hear the pants story. On to Sunday. Woke up a little bit better this day. Wasn't as exhausted and like jet laggy, so I was feeling a little bit better. Caught up on our budget and stuff and worked out how we were going to do Florida, because we decided just to put in the budget as like one line with the amount of money spent, because we did lots of spending for each other and splitting cash and stuff, so it's very confusing. I then made a start on redating planners because I had the planner pre-order whilst I had been away, so I was getting those done. I did some journaling catch up because I was quite behind in my journal. I do not always catch up because the whole point in my journal is that it's to process thoughts, so you know, if I don't do it there and then, is it a bit pointless? So I don't often catch up. So like I hadn't written anything. I've been away for the weekend, this last weekend in real time, and I hadn't written anything from Thursday through to Saturday, and it was Sunday evening, and so I just wrote like a little summary that we'd been away and what we'd been doing and stuff, because we'd been for a spa weekend, and was like, yeah, that's just one page is going to do for those 4 days. Anyway, then I rearranged my office to fit the new guillotine in because it is quite a lot bigger, and luckily it fits perfectly after some moving around. Then I was just in my feelings. I was real struggling, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, life was hard this week. I was in my feels, I was sad to be back from holiday, I was jet lagged, it was just rough. And then we finished the week by watching some Once Upon a Time, and I am loving how much silver foil pops. Like, it might genuinely be my favourite foil of like, it's certainly my favourite core foil, it might be my favourite foil full stop because of just how well it pops. Like, just look at those hearts on the bottom washi. 10 out of 10, obsessed, love it. Here I put the sticker down super dodge, so I'm trying to like make it not as dodge. Didn't really work for me, but we got there. So yeah, that's kind of it for this spread. I'm going to show you the whole thing in a moment when I get there. Oh my god, why am I being so slow and annoying? There we go. That's what the spread looks like. There's a little foil wiggle for you, show you all the extenders and stuff. I had missed a couple of scripts, so I just grabbed that. And that is it for this video. Comment down below. Let me drop those emojis, the peach or the eggplant, if you know the story or if you want to know the story. Comment, like down below, all that kind of jazz. Here are the leftovers. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see if I can squeeze another copy of this spread out because I love this kit so much. Thanks for watching. Bye!